Most people think power is loud. They imagine power as the person dominating the conversation, the person demanding attention, the person making the biggest entrance, the person everyone notices immediately. But psychology tells a very different story. In fact, some of the most powerful people you'll ever meet don't seem powerful at all, at least not at first. They're quiet, calm, observant, patient, and strangely enough, those are often the people who end up influencing everyone else. This brings us to one of the most misunderstood Scorpio traits: silent power. Not aggression, not dominance, not intimidation. Silent power. And once you understand the psychology behind it, you'll begin noticing it everywhere. Because true power rarely announces itself. Think about nature. The deepest ocean makes very little noise. The strongest predator doesn't constantly reveal its position. The most dangerous storm often begins with silence. Strength has never needed constant advertisement. Only insecurity does. Now that's a difficult truth for modern society, because today we're surrounded by noise. Social media rewards visibility. Algorithms reward attention. Everyone is encouraged to speak more, post more, share more, reveal more, perform more. And yet, the people who seem most desperate for attention are often the people with the least influence. Why? Because influence and attention are not the same thing. Attention is being noticed. Influence is changing behavior. Big difference. A person can attract millions of views and influence nobody. Another person can say very little and completely change the direction of a room. Scorpio often falls into the second category. Not because they're trying to, because they're naturally selective with their energy, and selectivity creates value. Let's imagine two people. The first person talks constantly, shares every opinion, reacts to everything, comments on everything. Nothing remains hidden. The second person speaks carefully, listens first, observes before reacting, chooses words intentionally. Who do you think people pay closer attention to when they finally speak? Usually the second person. Scarcity creates value. Psychologically speaking, humans pay more attention to limited resources, and attention works the same way. When someone speaks constantly, their words become background noise. When someone speaks selectively, their words gain weight. Scorpio understands this instinctively, not because they're calculating, because they're processing. Scorpio spends a lot of time observing, analyzing, connecting patterns, trying to understand what's actually happening beneath the surface. While others focus on what people say, Scorpio often focuses on why they say it. And that's where silent power begins. The ability to see beyond appearances. Most people react to events. Powerful people understand causes. Anyone can notice behavior. Fewer people understand motivation. Anyone can hear words. Fewer people understand intentions. Scorpio often searches for intentions, and understanding intentions gives you an advantage. Because people are surprisingly predictable, not individually, collectively. Human beings repeat patterns, emotional patterns, behavioral patterns, relationship patterns, decision-making patterns. Once you begin noticing these patterns, you stop being surprised so often, and calmness emerges. This calmness is often mistaken for confidence. Sometimes it is confidence, but often it's clarity. The confidence of knowing that emotions don't always tell the truth. The confidence of knowing that appearances can be misleading. The confidence of knowing that time reveals everything eventually. And time is one of Scorpio's greatest weapons. Because impatient people reveal themselves, eventually. The liar reveals inconsistencies. The manipulator reveals motives. The narcissist reveals entitlement. The opportunist reveals priorities. Time exposes everyone. Scorpio understands this, which is why they often appear patient. Patience isn't weakness. It's strategic emotional control. And emotional control is becoming increasingly rare. Most people react instantly. Anger, immediate response. Criticism, immediate response. Conflict, immediate response. Everything happens in real time. But Scorpio often creates space between emotion and action. That space is powerful, because inside that space lives choice. And choice is where power begins. Psychologists have studied this for years. One of the strongest predictors of success isn't intelligence. It's emotional regulation. The ability to manage impulses, delay reactions, control behavior, remain focused. And emotional regulation often appears as silent power. The person who remains calm while everyone else panics. The person who thinks while everyone else reacts. The person who waits while everyone else rushes. That person often gains the advantage. Now here's something fascinating. Many people assume power comes from controlling others. But the highest form of power comes from controlling yourself. Think about it. Which is harder, controlling another person or controlling your own emotions, your own fears, your own impulses, your own insecurities? Most people struggle with themselves every day. That's why self-mastery is so rare. And rarity creates respect. Even if people don't fully understand why, they simply feel it. That's what happens around Scorpio. People feel something, not necessarily fear, not necessarily admiration, but presence. A sense that this person isn't easily shaken. And stability is attractive, because the world feels increasingly unstable. People crave certainty, not arrogance, certainty. The certainty that comes from knowing who you are, knowing your values, knowing your boundaries, knowing what you're willing to tolerate and what you're not. Scorpio often develops this certainty through experience, usually painful experience. The strongest Scorpios aren't born powerful. They're forged through betrayal, disappointment, loss, failure, heartbreak. The things that destroy some people and transform others. Every challenge teaches a lesson. Every lesson creates wisdom. Every piece of wisdom creates stability. Eventually, that stability becomes visible, not through words, through energy, through behavior, through presence. And that's why silent power feels so different. It isn't performance, it's authenticity. The loudest people often want recognition. The most powerful people often want results. Scorpio tends to focus on results, not appearances. And people notice, especially in a culture obsessed with appearances. This brings us to the biggest misunderstanding about silent power. Many people believe silence means weakness. Nothing could be further from the truth. Weakness often needs validation. Strength often doesn't. Weakness seeks approval. Strength seeks alignment. Weakness reacts. Strength chooses. And choosing requires awareness. That's the secret. Awareness. Awareness of yourself. Awareness of others. Awareness of consequences. Awareness of reality. The more awareness a person develops, the less noise they usually create, because they understand something important. Not every battle deserves attention. Not every criticism deserves a response. Not every opportunity deserves pursuit. discernment becomes power. And Scorpio is often highly discerning. They know where to invest energy, where to withdraw energy, where to speak, and where silence is more effective. That's why their power feels different. It's not explosive, it's gravitational. People are drawn toward it, affected by it, influenced by it, without fully understanding why. And perhaps that's the ultimate lesson. The strongest presence in the room isn't always the loudest voice. The strongest presence is often the person who doesn't need to convince anyone of their strength. Because real power speaks for itself, even in silence. Comment below. Silence speaks louder. And if you're part of the Scorpio Secrets family, subscribe now. Because in our next video, why narcissists secretly fear Scorpio. And what you're about to learn may completely change how you see manipulation, emotional intelligence, and personal power.